test section 405021 on State Highway 33 east of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a little bit west, about 2 miles west. I'm going to do the pan on this thing. Obviously by experiment number it's a CRCP, and it's a brand new one, recently completed, only finished back in 1988, which is of course this year. Move on up slowly and pan around, perpendicular looking south from the test section. This test section, by the way, will be in the westbound lanes on State Highway 33. I'll be panning around in the clockwise direction. A view of the countryside. We're in a slight fill in here, low incline going up. See, looking down the test section. Hanging back around. See some wild wheat growing along the roadside here. Some pasture land on back to the north of us. Sweeping back around to looking upstream from the test section. Out in the middle of the lane looking up from the test section. There's quite a bit of truck traffic on this road. West of here over towards Tulsa is the port for Tulsa, that is, on the Verdigris River, just to the east of Tulsa. This roadway feeds into that, coming over from western Arkansas. It also connects Tulsa with distribution centers for Sam's Wholesale Club and for Walmart over in Rogers, Arkansas. This is also a main road leading over towards Fayetteville and the northwestern part of that state. To get a view looking down the test section, this is at the beginning of it. Approximate station 2062 on the plans. Move forward. As might be expected on a new section, there is very little distress to be observed here. On this CRCP. The crack spacing is typically around 4 feet, although it varies some. There's some rather closely spaced cracks, as well as having some which are distantly spaced. This little section that I'm on is the tiny segment right here. Cracks are spaced probably 10 feet apart, and then followed by some of the typical 3 to 4 foot crack spacing. Sweeping on over to the shoulder. Shoulder is a tied jointed concrete with joint spacings approximately 15 feet apart. It's 10 feet wide. No signs of distress within the shoulder, obviously. There's a date that's appearing on the monitor that I'm looking at, and I don't know where it came from. I don't recall seeing it in any of the past sections. Okay, I'm going to back off right here and show an example of some rather close crack spacings which are also in existence here, just for future posterity. Here's some cracks that are spaced at approximately 16 inches apart. I don't know how visible they're going to be on here. I'll pan across the lane. These will be interesting to monitor with time to see just how any distress may develop from this. The crack narrows over there to the conjunction with the passing lane to be around 8 inches apart there, out to close to 16 here at this edge. Am I still recording? I don't have a picture here. See, it's so bright out here, this thing appears like it might be trying to fade the picture some, even though I did set it on the white setting earlier, as I was supposed to. You got this bright white CRCP on a bright sunny afternoon. It's Tuesday, June the 7th, 1988. Temperature is approximately 85 degrees. Got a south wind coming across about 15 miles an hour. A number of these wide space cracks, it'll be interesting to watch to see if the spacing closes on those in time, especially over the next winter. I'm going to try to find out just when this segment of roadway was completed before I leave here today. Okay, this picture's fading some. Okay, here it comes. Trying to indicate some of the longer or wider crack spacing that we may have on here. These cracks are spaced about 9 feet apart in the travel lane. Pick up and move forward here. Coming up on Station 2. Cracks are held tightly together. There's no spalling or anything which is taking place. We just have several cracks which are rather closely spaced and are going to be interesting to watch as we monitor this section of roadway with time. The picture is now fading back in, it seems. Continue moving forward along. Not really much more to say about this particular test section, aside than it's 1,500 feet. Got a monument up here that will indicate for purposes of watching this thing in time and being able to relocate it if something happens to the markings. It looks like this picture is fading in. I must have hit some sort of a button here. Okay, what I'm trying to show in here is whoops, a little wider spaced transverse crack than... Now go ahead. It's back down over there around Station 0. I was going to pick it up when I went back. This is a slightly wider spaced crack. So hang on to station number for us. I'll pull up and estimate that later. We're about 3 plus 75 right here. Moving on down towards Station 4. You can see it right there. Let me get a little wider angle on this. Be able to see things better. Okay. See, we're in not quite level terrain, but just about. Nice fill section through here. It'll be interesting to see how well the Pasco unit's able to pick up, or the people monitoring that will be able to pick up some of these cracks in a recently built and textured CRC like this. Coming up on Station 5, there's nothing real exciting about this entire project except for a few closely spaced cracks. So we back off from here. Okay, we're looking down the roadway west in the general direction of Tulsa. Okay, right here, Station 5, we have a stripe which the Highway Patrol placed for their aerial monitoring, traffic monitoring purposes. Cut across, go ahead and pan from the south going in the clockwise direction. Get a feel for the lay of the land. Basically the same as before.